Hello, fatigue and waiting tubers, and welcome back to day 47 of Lobotomy Corporation, although it's really more like day 10,047, but you know the drill. Last episode, we did the white ordeals from dawn to midnight, and honestly, it wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting. Maybe I got a little lucky, maybe I just have the best employees around, and we just crushed those fools dead. Anyway, today, I don't know what we're getting into just yet. It's a meltdown to level 6 plus energy quota. So usually we'll have the energy sometime around meltdown 4 or 5, normally, and then just surviving. It just says reach meltdown 6. So it's possible that we could do one of our old tricks where you queue up a bunch of stuff and you skip 5 and go straight to 6 kind of thing. Maybe. It doesn't look like it's got any other tips for me. And yeah, this section might not get meltdowns anyway. That's true, Poodle Pep. Now, there's kind of a weird rule for the end game that seems hopefully people have caught on. All of our other departments should have the core suppression, which protects them. But just like when we were doing like Bina and Hawkma suppression, their department will not melt down during the suppression. But during the suppression, everything else was available, which was different than like the upper and middle Sapphira ones, where, you know, when we did Gabura's, basically nothing would melt down, or I guess say cheese to his. It was just, or was it? I feel like, I can't remember. Anyway, point is, we're probably safe to assume the architecture area won't melt down, but we'll get one or two everywhere else. So the meltdowns are probably not the big problem, or at least I'm not expecting them to be. It's got to be something else. Either ordeals or some mechanic that we're about to find out. Well, let's just leave it on normal for a second here. Definitely core suppression style. We can pause, so that's a good start. I don't see any Sapphiras. Like, there's nothing in this room that's standing out. So for now, I have no reason to... Oh. Ha, I think I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got it. Someone in chat kind of noticed. I think the music is going to continue to glitch out on me today. I'll try to catch it, but for whatever reason, the game or Windows is constantly messing with my music. Yeah, the upper Sapphiras are all doing something. And I have a feeling, just when I clicked on something, I'm like, oh, I see. So, notice the question marks here. I have a feeling I know what we're getting into. Okay, this should be manageable. So, do you guys remember the early game? If you watched this back in last year, maybe you'll remember. And if you watched it live, you saw it like a week ago. The good thing is we have a lot of really easy abnormalities, right? You could take out your notepad, ++. Okay, let's just start here. I have a feeling we're gonna figure this out pretty quick. So, temperance, right? No, it's not temperance. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just write it down. It's easy. While he's doing that. So I'm gonna go. We got fortitude, prudence, temperance, justice. F, P, T. So this is P was J. Prudence, or no, it wasn't. It was temperance to J. Okay. It's been a while since I've had to do this. And I have a feeling that's not the only mechanic that we need to remember. So that's one. But, you know, Yasad's looking a little uppity. And Hod's looking a little uppity. So, like, the switching mechanic was Malkuth's. So, you know, we can do that. That's J to F. So, purple to blue, blue to red. We just need to do one more and then we'll know. And one sin is always nice for this kind of stuff. I suppose we can speed this up. There's really no rush on this kind of suppression. I guess this gives me an idea of what we're going to deal with tomorrow then. So red went to... So this is... I should just use the colors, really. F to T, which means it should be prudence to prudence. So now I've got a little... You know, you want to see? Notepad++ advertisement. That's all I did. And it's going to change every cycle, so... We could just keep that in the corner. Wow, that would change the size. Too much hassle. I could keep it on screen for you guys, but you'll just remember. But... Let's see, what were the other mechanics? Yasod hid stats from us. For now, I can still see stuff. Malkuth decreased our stats. And... What did Netsack do? He stopped our healing, right? So healing in the main rooms didn't heal us. Even if all 4 of those trigger at once, because we don't have anything for Gabura right now, that should be fine. Oh boy. I have a feeling, right? How many suppressions at once? And what happens when it includes Hawkma or Bina? But that's not today, so let's not worry about that for now. Okay, let's just get some energy going here. So all we need to remember is fortitude is actually justice. I'm just going to queue some stuff up. Temperance. Oh, I can't even select it, actually, because I need to click that one, and I can't. Prudence is prudence. Prudence is prudence. This is a good cycle for doing prudence work. Justice is fortitude. Attachment or temperance is fortitude. I mean, F is T. Fortitude is temperance. Justice is fortitude. It says low, but it's not. That's a lie. Have fun, Thornum says. Yeah. Maybe I should be trying to get a lot of energy out of this. I don't know. Maybe I should just focus on... Because it's going to get worse, I think, once we get past the first couple cycles. So maybe I shouldn't be working the really cheap ones too much. At least HEs give us pretty good money. And honestly, like, I should be working these guys down here. It's not that bad. The WAs in this layer are chill. They're good. They're good guys. Well, looks like we also have to deal with dawns, with white ordeals. Oh, also, hold on. There's these things, too. Also, because I was in the middle of work, I switched things in the middle, which is definitely not ideal. Don't do that. I thought there was... Was there really just one meltdown? I thought there was 2. Well, the good news is we shouldn't need to go to the midnight. We might even be able to dodge the dusk, to be honest. I gotta pay attention to the numbers, because I wasn't. Okay, well, what I'm gonna try to do on this cycle is get a bunch of energy, specifically. So first off, we're gonna spend 3 jobs to learn. So that was, I'm just going to go by the colors this time. That was purple to blue. And then I'm going to work the higher level ones for a little bit. If we're getting stat penalties, I don't see any big stat penalties yet. So purple to blue. I could probably just remember them, honestly. Blue to red. Yeah, just pay attention. It's not that complicated. Purple to blue, blue to red. I don't need to write them all down. It's fine. I know Malkuth likes her notebook. Okay, same basic idea. Purple to blue, blue to red, red to purple, white to white. So it's not that complicated. So now I want to get some actual income so that we are making good money here. I think this guy works best on red, which is actually blue. We can definitely do attachment, which is red. I think the swan works best on red, so we do blue. We might as well have someone pick up the Knight of Despair buff, so we can work it easily. We know white is white, so we can get some Aleph. Yeah, we've got a couple Alephs. We should let them go at least once per cycle. I mean, look at that. Look at that juicy income. 32 out of 33. Get that money. I think that's probably smart. Maybe I'll do them twice in this cycle, because we're getting really good scores. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Alephs, so I don't have a lot of access to, you know, high energy per work unit. But we have the two, so we might as well use them. Okay, don't trigger the dawn until I'm ready. We'll trigger one more of these. And then, honestly, without knowing what color it's going to be, and also whether or not we're getting some stat penalties next time, I think the group up strat is still the safer way to play this. It's a bit boring, but yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it. So what are we going to use to trigger the dawn then? Well, we'll just start with this guy. Caleb has a long way to run once he gets up there. We've got a big group. I'm actually going to move them. No, this is a pretty good spot. We can go up that way or down that way. But I'm more concerned about the lower section stuff than the upper level stuff. It should just be one fixer of probably a random color. But what I am thinking is I want to avoid the dusk one with all four, because that was a little bit sketchy. Dawn and noon seem to be a lot easier. Alright, here goes. Yeah. Well, don't adjust your TV sets, but good luck seeing any of your stats anymore. Not a huge surprise, but Yasad is now wrecking my life. So we got a red fixer, and that's hopefully the only one. I'm just trying to double check. 16k is more like... Well, this might be 240p. It gets worse over time. And I wouldn't be surprised if... So we went in... Again, we can start keeping track, but we went in with purple, and it changed to blue. So it's still cycling, although maybe it's just going to stay with the one cycle. But, you know... We couldn't even see our stats if we wanted, but I assume HOD will be nerfing our stats at some point. Okay, so Red Fixer doesn't seem to release things. This is probably one of the better ones. Although he's going to do his little laser light show. Which is a little scary when he dies. I'll definitely give everyone a red shield before we jump in. He's moving. Stay over here, buddy. Where are you going? Assuming I can find the red shield. Alright, team. Chase him down. I wish he was closer to the elevators so we could dodge the lights, but... just killing these poor janitors. Alright. Game on. Well, he broke all our shields pretty fast. Okay, now he's going to laser mode. Let's try to get some distance. I can't see anything. There's the laser. I feel like the further away from him, the less time will be in it. Also, we might have dodged some of it with the doorway. Okay, good. Now, do we still get healing is my next question. Nope. I do not believe we get healing. Thanks, Nutsack. Or maybe it's just really slow. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We've got a way to heal. We got some symbols for the number of bullets we have. We have some pixels down there. That should be enough. Okay, well, let's send everyone back to their departments. It looks like probably 2 meltdowns at the end of this cycle. We'll want to work out HOD's rotation again, but at least we know purple is blue, so that's just 2 more to learn. And I'll continue to use this guy to research. Oh, wait, someone... How did we die? I can't even see. I have no idea what killed him. Who is that? Your guess is as good as mine who that one was. What killed him? It's a mystery. I mean, we could reset, but... I think 1 death is fine. Sorry, team. You'll be missed. I mean, probably not. Oh, wait. Blue was blue. Maybe it's only 1 effect at a time. No, because it had... It definitely had the no healing effect, right? I'm going to continue to science this before I commit to just random work. Yeah, red was white. Okay. So blue was blue. Red is white. And then we need 1 more. Red, white, purple. Yeah, so red, white, purple. Rotated clockwise. Blue is blue. Okay. I mean, is there a body down here? Maybe that was one of my dudes? I didn't think he had a chance to kill anybody, but... Well, no, I guess... No, that's a janitor. Who knows? Who actually knows? So red is white. The people at the top of the department were specifically set up. White is purple. To do this, I basically armored them up so I knew they'd be able to work these things. Red is white. Purple is red. Purple is red. White is purple. Blue is blue. Just try to get some good income here. Red is white. Blue is blue. Now, we're not getting quite as high scores as last time on some of these. Maybe it just got bad luck. Red is white. But not healing up. I think what we'll do is we'll probably get healing at the end of the cycle. That's what used to happen during net sack suppression. I hope. But yeah, you have to be careful about these jobs that damage people kind of significantly. Yeah, awesome guys. Definitely taking some white damage. Well, some sandy damage. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, so I think we'll get a couple meltdowns. The trouble with meltdowns is it's going to be tricky to know what's safe to work. So we're going to have to use... We've got a Child of the Galaxy. We can use this guy with someone to learn, because you can use any job. We can use One Sin, Child, and... What else is safe? What's my best any color? I guess technically Dimensional Refraction's not bad. It's got common for all four. It's not great, but... Do I have anything better than that that's decent with any color? Not that you can even hardly tell. I suppose probably the fairies couldn't kill anybody with one shot, right? I think the fairies work best with red, but they don't break out or anything, and getting a bad result shouldn't kill anybody at this point. So yeah, One Sin, Child, fairies, and then whoever I send to the Child, I just gotta build up a couple tokens. And they should be fine. Okay. I think the next job is one of those, so let's just start right here. Is a meltdown, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So it looks like we've got a white noon coming. Before we go to the Queen or the old lady, which should be fine. That's not the worst things to melt down. Let's just try to learn what's what. So purple should be red. Let's send the third one in this. Yeah, we're gonna send the third person in this department. I'm just gonna try to remember that. To do red, and then we'll send the top person to do white. Should be fine. So, purple is red. White is purple. Red is white. So it should be purple, red, white, just clockwise again. And blue is blue. And there's definitely a stat penalty now. I can't see what it is, but stats have been reduced. Which is probably bad for people dying and not being able to see any of that. So now maybe I'll try to work some of the less brutal jobs here. Oh, the old lady. Don't forget the old lady. I don't think it matters who goes in, honestly. It's just going to immediately spit them out. I'm not sure if we want to work the Alephists at this point. But these walls are all nice. Honestly, Snow White's apple's pretty nice too. As long as you send repression in. It's just hard to know. Although we have very high stats compared to the old HOD suppression, you know, some of the higher level abnormalities are still kind of scary. And I definitely don't want to trigger the noon until we're ready for it. Oh, what I want to do is, number 3 is going to head in here a couple times. At least to get the token to, like, level 3 or something. We did go to the Fairy Festival, but it was a while ago. The trick is just not to go anywhere right after. Hey there, Sotrez. Yeah, this is not the easiest to watch, I'm sure. Okay, I think there's at least one more job before the white. Get that to 3. Chances are the next one triggers the white noon. It's hard to tell our energy, but the goal is to reach 6 and have enough energy. So, are we on cycle 4? Are we on cycle 5? I don't know. Someone would have to keep count at this point, because I sure can't see. Okay. So we'll do the same basic plan. There's going to be 2 this time. I'm going to keep everybody basically here so that if there's like a black one, we can try to guard censored and nothing there. And just take them down one at a time, kind of careful, hopefully. We might be... I definitely want everyone together because I think our DPS is going to suck comparatively because our stats are getting nerfed. And they're not going to stop getting nerfed. So doing these white ordeals are going to be a bit of a bother. And we're still going to have the rotation. So we got pixel effect, no healing effect, and stat reduction effect, and random job effect. So all the fun stuff that we love. So much fun. And I have no idea how the first person died because I can't see anything. Something happened with one of the with the Dawn ordeal, I think. Just for remembering for later, purple is still red. Okay, what do we got? The white one's back. We're gonna save her for last. And... I'm sure there's 2, I just don't see the other one. It's probably in a doorway. Hiding from us. Pause for a second. I don't believe you that there's only one. Do not believe. Has anyone seen any fixers? Unpause for a second here. At least it's not like in here already. Ah, there we go. So black fixer on the left. Not that you could read its name. White fixer on the right. That should be all of them. We're definitely going for the black one first. And I'll try to do a black bullet if we have time. We might not have time. Well, I'm going to try to group up a little bit better before we go in there. So I don't think the black one does as much damage as Mr. Red. He's more about releasing... Like, he's going to melt these ones down when he's done. So we'll want to work them and then focus on the white after. And I don't know which jobs are safe yet, although we know purple is red. So we might have to do some quick research before we actually work these things. Alright, well. Good luck, team, with stats I can't see. I'll slow them down, I guess. Just DPS fast and you'll be alright. Yeah, totally fine. Okay. There's the ordeal, or there's the meltdown. What we can do is use the child on the third one to get that, and that'll help us get some more info. And then someone can just click that. This is just stat randomizer, shouldn't matter. Okay, I forget what job I did. Hold on. We learned that purple was red, so let's get red right now. Red is purple, so purple and red are swapped. And then let's find out. There's a mechanic I've long since forgotten about. I think it was Malkuth. Once you start sending someone to a job, you can't cancel it. Well, we learned that red is purple, right? And purple is red, so we can do this one. Such a fun mechanic, that one. No canceling jobs. So I'm pretty sure I sent red in, so I meant to switch that, and then, you know. And then ordeal happened. So I need to do one more before I know what's the safest for free shoots, but I've got some time. Alright, so we're going to find out white and blue here. So white is white, which means blue is blue. Let's queue that up. And I might wait till everyone's done their job to go jump on the white. Because she's a real pain. I don't like the white fixer very much. Just give her a little tickle. Mostly everyone's done. Everyone enjoying the potato quality? Alright, so I think if we move up here, mostly everyone's ready to go. We're gonna white shield for normal damage, and we just have to pay attention to her because she's gonna do that dumb damage reflection thing. But we're close to a door. And then when that happens, I'm just gonna blow a couple bullets, wait for her to finish. It may have messed up my audio, I'll check it in a minute. And then that's over, try again. I really don't like the white fixer. It's like, do my healing bullets not even work now? That's great. I didn't even know that. She'll be back. Got her. Okay. At least we caught her in a little bit less. Let me try to fix the audio if it's messed up. Hopefully I sound a bit better. Oh, I wonder why you won't heal. Blame this jerk over here in the Netzack. The Netzack. Alright. I think we're done. I don't think we'll have to worry too much more. We need to get a bit more energy and hit Meltdown 6. But we should be on 5 right now, which means as soon as we finish 5, it's over. Now, someone did die. At least one person died. But we can handle that, I think. And then we'll never have to deal with the Pixel Party again, hopefully. So I learned purple, red are swapped, white is white, blue is blue, and I do need some energy. Although we have nearly enough. So red and blue, red and purple are swapped. Red and purple are swapped. White is white. Red and purple are swapped. I'm not going to be doing Alephi's. White is white. Blue is blue. These are all pretty good jobs. Some people have taken some damage. We can sort of see their health bars. Trying to avoid people that are kind of low health. Although, some of them only do white damage or whatever, so it's fine. Okay, we've got to have nearly enough energy. It's hard to see. No one can see anything. Is this going to trigger another cycle? Oh, if it is... Oh, I can't cancel anyway. The no canceling thing is definitely no fun. There's no canceling. Well, we've possibly messed up our cycles here a bit. Well, white stayed white and purple stayed red, so maybe it's the same as last time. Just, you know, less stats. But, like, we're basically there. This might even be enough. Whatever number we're at. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're in 6, right? Maybe not quite enough. There's no way we're not in cycle 6 by now. Oh! Jeez. I forgot there was meltdowns. Oops. That was dumb. Hopefully you can't blame me for not noticing the tiny little lights. I don't think we'll make it in time. Well, we lost a bit of energy for that. At least I mostly confirmed what each of those do. Oh, so that's going to be a bit annoying. This should fix it, though. Don't you just need a good? Or do I have to get all the way to max? I think we need one more good to get rid of that. The megahertz thing just does mild white damage until you make it happy again. But I think it spreads, right? Like, it gets worse. It's been a while since this guy's ever breached. Is that enough? Oh, it goes up to 4. Gross. Well, that would have cost me a bit of energy, sadly. I'm pretty sure we have the same cycle as last time. Yeah, purple is red, white is white, blue is blue, so it's the same as last time. Which is nice. And we did get the healing between sections. Don't worry about the white noise spreading. Did Sotraz die? I don't know who died, honestly. Somebody died. I can't tell. Of course we get a yellow. The bottom one in control? I don't know what you mean. I also can barely see what I'm clicking on here. Nonsense. Let's just queue up a couple easy background jobs here. Our success rate on this thing is sucking. Come on, guys. Get rid of this stupid noise. I know I should have recognized the meltdown, I just didn't see it. There we go. That should do it. Back to normal. Okay, and if you get a perfect, it actually goes up by 2, I believe, so. Well, apparently, we haven't finished our day yet, but this doesn't look like a white dusk, so at least we don't have to worry about that. We might have another rotation here. Nah, we're done. I guess that was day 5, and or cycle 5, I just didn't know what day we're on. Well, one person died. It took some amount of time, and whatever. I have no idea. I never want to see Yasod suppression again. We've seen it too many times, and I don't want to have to deal with that ever again. Oh, good. Oh, no, actually good. Bloodbath is a nice one. I was looking at Yang and Schadenfreude, but no, Bloodbath is Teth. That's another nice one. Thanks, game. We've got almost all the nice ones. I mean, it sounds scary, but it's fine. Oh, and well cheers too. Even bald. This is another like really easy one. Oh man, we're rocking the easy stuff. We are kicking it. So yeah, someone may have died, but hey, we got 2 really good abnormalities out of that, so that's good. Oh, we're not looking so hot though. I mean, everything's melted a bit, but our eyeball lights, pictures of all of our friends, eyeball lights everywhere. Brains in a jar. Now my couch is upside down on the roof melted. I don't know if that was hard, Pluto Pep. Just annoying. I don't think that one was as hard as... definitely not as bad as Bina Suppression. Definitely not as bad as Hawkma. Definitely not as bad as Gibura. Probably not as... Because if you only have to go through Dawn and Noon White ordeals, it's probably... I never thought the top level Sapphira's suppressions were hard. They're just... Bah. You know, you can't see things, have to memorize stuff. It's a lot of work. Do you remember when we still knew the warmth of the sun? We've become too cold to continue cherishing such a thing. No, in fact, we weren't meant to bask in such warmth in the first place. You feel it too, don't you? I can see you already feeling the nostalgia in the air as you stepped up into this room. There is a tale of 2 doors. Those 2 doors that never want to be opened, but had to be. Hey, it's me. You in there? Can I come in? I didn't want to listen to what would come next. I wanted to pretend I wasn't in the room. Oh, fireworks. I'm sorry. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear it on the microphone, but it's Halloween, so fireworks. Cat's probably not very happy. Because I knew what she was going to tell me. I didn't want to open the door because I'm hiding from Carmen. Sometimes her thoughts could be extremely reckless. It really frightened me when she did that. Open door 1. You should always open door 3 first. Scratched out. Should make an advertisement for MS Paint. I saw her eyes right after opening the door. She walked into your lab, started illustrating her hypothesis, carefully yet decidedly. You wanted to tell her it was preposterous, but like always, she had you persuaded. You had no choice but to admit it was the only way. What made us so upset was how much it hurt to listen to her put it so calmly, as if it were none of our business, and how much we loathed ourselves for just having to tolerate it. Man, we gotta get these cameras fixed. You saw it. Get out of here. I want to see the screen. We just can't seem to get any further than this. However, we will break through somehow. They have no face. We've got Carmen with us after all. Don't worry, I think it'll all work out. The biological scans show that Carmen is the fittest candidate, but we haven't run a precision test yet, so if we want to find another candidate, we could... Carmen, she... You should have been the one to die. The research was not bearing fruit. People were growing tired, yet their eyes glittered with expectation. She was on edge. One more step would make her fall. Then that day when Enoch's breath stopped, she finally realized that her path was always in sight. Just one glance below the fall, and she'd never lift her head again. She wouldn't respond no matter how many times I yelled. Only the sound of flowing water filled the air. I just kept yanking the doorknob like I was insane. Yet I hoped it would never open. I hoped and prayed countless times. So the first door was beginning the crazy tests. The second door was The first thing I saw when I opened the door was a pair of closed eyes. She stepped into the bath herself. Man, we got that bathtub at the right time, so that not a fragment of needleless emotion like guilt would pile upon us. We saw with our eyes so clearly. She was bleeding out and delirious, but she still held on to life. We violated her body with our own hands and buried her beneath the ground. Why was she so cruel? And why did we have to become so cruel? We asked this question without an answer, to the toast that celebrated our success blossomed with death. However, I have found a way to redeem us at long last. You have come to the right place. This is the room where she sleeps. Don't worry, she won't wake up with this much noise. Can you meet her again? Well, let's do it like this. Ask her. She who was always watching you from the beginning. Still no face, but maybe a mouth. I have something I should confess. I actually have a much weaker heart than everyone thinks. I always say stuff like count on me and just follow me in front of everyone. But I'm never sure about the things I do. If anyone were harmed or put in trouble because of what I do, I would definitely be shaken and end up hating myself. That's why I need to ask you a favor. No matter what I may become, please finish what I started. We humans have weak hearts. One crack and it will easily crumble. I'm no exception, but you'll endure through it. There is only one way to find out, and it'll never change. You know what I'm saying. Are you unsure? I have this routine I do when I'm afraid of the path I have taken. It's like being a plant, photosynthesizing. Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yep, like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no? Just wait. Now. Fade away without a trace. Why are her eyes red? It's like Murder Mysteries Halloween edition. Well, that looks... I mean, yeah, that's a brain. Probably a bunch of nervous system. Yes, I was the only one. I was the only one who could fulfill her ideal. I was the only one who could finish it. Only me. However, she never told me this path of hers would be riddled with such vicious thorns and spikes. This is the bucket created from Carmen's sacrifice. This bucket is the beginning and the end destination of this place. Cogito is endlessly produced here, spewing out life and death. When we saw that the bath was overflowing, we thought everything was over. However, we couldn't have been more wrong. She's alive right now as this. She saw every path we walked. In reality, her ideal was simply too grand in the first place, and our power too minuscule to fulfill it. Well, keeping in mind, Squatchmill, the bucket is an analogy to a method of somehow pulling almost fantasy realm thoughts in the past and present from the human subconscious into reality. So maybe something connected to a brain works? I don't know. It's crazy. She sacrificed everything of hers without a trace left behind, but I... Or is it a simile? Look, let's not get all English professor here. I don't know. You and I, we remember the things we've done to become a wing, to stay a wing. It was revolting at first, but you see how we acclimated it after the first few times? Might be a metaphor. Nice. We flawlessly realized our hideous actions, just like all other wings. No, not just that. We even evolved our own unique cruelty that can't be found in another wing. The story of how human sacrifices are required to fulfill our ideal needs to be continued. So we had to put on the guise of simply being manic about energy production. Though we know the truth too well. Were we really only pretending while we were so indifferent towards the countless deaths? Probing and combing through the brain of a woman to blend into the world, to evade the head and the eye? Throwing a person into the jaws of a monster just to gain some energy? Reincarnating your colleagues just to make them live through the same agony again? Do you really think those are things any normal person would do? Yet, we closed up our eyes and ears and numbed ourselves and eventually felt nothing for what we do. I named myself Abram to remember our sins, sacrificing the innocent. What did I even expect to achieve doing all this? Founding a showy corporation? I don't even know anymore. Does it really matter at this point? No, it doesn't. We were wrong from the start. Our very existence is wrong. You and I, all that's left for us is atonement. But the middle Sapphira. You already knew. You know we didn't meaninglessly embrace this pain. Tiprith knew that a long time ago. I guess that's why he always walked ahead of me. One day I realized that you were also looking towards somewhere with a clear vision, just like he did. I just didn't want to admit that I was lagging behind. I think that's why I was always so frustrated. I'm the Sapphira of the middle layer, head of the central command team. I can't afford to fall behind like that now, can I? That's the reason why I said I'll count on you and hold expectation. Promise to show me someday and show the world the fruit of our pain and labor. The expectation for the meaning of existence. So because we've completed Tiprith's core suppression, we have a reason beyond simple atonement. We have a plan for our existence. You'll fall onto the ground no matter how much expectation and hope you have. You know what? Photosynthesis is for plants. Things that actually take sunlight. It was never for something like you and I. True, Dad. Don't you know this already? We drove Carmen to death. We just saw it. I was always furious without any real reason. It always felt like I'm missing something. But I never knew what that something was. I vented this anger of mine in a rather bad way, as you saw. This madness without purpose would never go away. If you didn't stop me, it would have grown bigger and bigger. It would have eventually devoured me. Look, we're never going to go back to how it was. The situation's changed way too much. But I was able to keep my promise with her because you stopped me, at the very least. You also have to remember this. She would want you to protect what we have left, rather than just languish in guilt. The courage to protect. We still have friends. They're not the same as they used to be, but should we let them suffer for another 10,000 years? Or try to move on? Yes, she entrusted us, with what's left. But we were not the person who Carmen thought us to be, no. The only person that believed in us was gone. There was no one left around. Manager, do you know why I chose to join your little company instead of the grander wings? Of course, Carmen's moving speech did pique my interest, not gonna lie. However, the decisive factor was... it's because I liked how everyone trusted Carmen. You know how meaningless the word trust is nowadays, don't you? But that's not at all, Manager. Carmen trusted in you entirely until her moment of death. Everything else, everyone else even, who remained did as well. Why do you think I decided to stick with you till the end? Just look around you. Everyone gathered here just for you, and they're waiting expectantly. Yep. Those who are faithful and trustworthy. Don't forget about them. How can you be so certain? Carmen lies here, neither alive nor dead. How can you walk towards the unpredictable future, leaving her behind here? We are obliged to remain trapped in the cycle of eternal punishment. Yet still you want to reach for tomorrow? You want to escape this endless regret and atonement? There is one final door past here that wasn't written in the story. Remember door number 3, I told you guys, always. It's one I can't open. It only opens to those who are not soaked in regret. Think you can open it? Why do I see only darkness? Why does my voice not reach you at the finale? I hope I didn't just skip a bit of that. Well, it seems Carmen, perhaps, is still trying to speak with us. And we're just not quite ready yet. But that's another day down. Let's see if we can figure out who died. It's a little unfortunate. We might have enough lobotomy points to regen them, though. Any second now, game. I'm so glad we have a nice, easy bathtub that you can just get attached to with high stats that doesn't kill you. And some friendly well cheers. Again, nothing wrong with that. 2 more. And then we're home free from terrible abnormalities. Next time, reach clip off meltdown 10 or neutralize the red mist. Huh. So I guess you could expect a triple core suppression for the next round. Tipperiths didn't really have anything special except get to reach meltdown 10. Welfare had that quad damage mechanic, so that's trouble. And then, of course, you know, there's Gabura. But it doesn't say you have to neutralize her. So we could, or not. We'll see. We do have a lot more power than we had the last time we dealt with Gabura. So maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe we just do that and end it. Of course, if we take quad red damage or black damage or whatever, it's not going to be good. Anyway, somebody up here died, and I don't know who it was. I'm going to have to go back and see if someone... We're going to take a break. Okay, well, future tubers, we're going to end the episode here. I'm going to see if I can revive them. I've got enough points to bring someone back, basically. So we'll see who that was, hopefully. And next episode, I'll see if I can resurrect them. And next episode, day 48. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.